Let's address the elephant in the room. FBG Cash and his murder being picked up by the feds. In this video, we're going to talk about FBG Cash murder and whether or not it's been picked up by the feds. We're going to go through the information that's out there and what people are saying. We're going to talk about how that relates to FBG Duck murder and the Oblock RICO and whether or not those two are connected. And then we're going to try to figure out what's going on and the truth behind the situation. Without further delay, let's get right into it. FBG Cash murder has been reported that has been picked up by the feds. A lot of news sites, a lot of social media people, and it's been a lot of talk on the internet about this situation. And whether or not it's true, we're going to find out in this video. So what's being reported is that the feds picked up FBG Cash murder. They're saying that the feds got video footage of the person that murdered FBG Cash leaving the scene. They got footage of the car. They got the murder weapon, and they got possible suspects in the situation. It's not known whether or not they found fingerprints or anything on that weapon, but that's what's being reported out there on the internet. If we're going off the police report that the Chicago Police Department had, that wasn't in the initial police report by the Chicago Police Department. So that's another reason why I don't know whether or not this is a rumor or whether or not this is true. I don't see why the police department would leave that behind. Maybe they didn't want the suspects to know that they had those kind of evidence against them. And how is it being leaked out now if they didn't want it to be known earlier? There's been too many clues and too much evidence on the internet for FBG Cash murder not to be solved right now. And there's a lot of witnesses too. Even on some of my videos, you see there's witnesses on the scene. The police were right there when it happened. They were close enough to hear the gunshots. And the witnesses said that the police just stood there and waited till the gunshot stopped and the car left to do anything about it. So I'm pretty sure there's ring cameras. There's cameras everywhere. There's cell phones that could be triangulated. There's all kinds of things that they could do to solve FBG Cash murder. And people on social media have been talking, and there's a lot of suspects and a lot of names that has been listed. And if you pay close attention, you can see how some of those people could be possible suspects. You also have the young lady that was in the car with FBG Cash. She stated that she was asleep. However, she's a witness also if the feds wanted to get involved and talk to her. There's a lot of situations where FBG Cash was involved prior to him getting murdered, where somebody tried to murder him. The talks online right now is that he was murdered by a lesbian. Now, there's a lot of new information that's coming out in relation to the FBI or the feds picking up the case. However, that information is really unfounded. I've looked around and I've searched. I haven't found any real true evidence as to the feds picking it up. As of right now, this is like a rumor going on online. There's no concrete evidence to state that the feds picked it up. If we could remember with FBG Duck's murder case, Mama Duck was the first person to go online and to talk about it. And even then, it wasn't really much evidence or much information about the feds picking it up online. But she went on and she said the FBI contacted her and that they were picking up the case. And that's how a lot of people found out. It wasn't until later on that the real evidence and the real stuff came out as far as what the feds had on the guys. If we're judging by what happened with Mama Duck and FBG Duck's case, then we could presume the same thing would happen with FBG Cash case. The first people that I would think would know would be his family, his mother, maybe his brother. The feds will probably contact them first and let them know that, we're going to take over the case, and the Chicago Police Department have transferred over this evidence and that evidence to us. There's a lot of inconsistencies with this rumor that the feds picked it up. I'm not saying that is not true. I'm just saying that I haven't found any concrete evidence to prove that the feds has picked up FBG Cash murder case as of right now. So what comes next? Let's say the feds did pick up this case and this is not a rumor and this is true. So who are the feds going to target, and why would the feds pick up another murder unless they're trying to pin it into a RICO case? So here comes the word RICO again. And who would they be targeting? Now, if we're going to think of who the feds would be targeting for a RICO case, let's think about who FBG has been into it with. FBG Duck got murdered, and then FBG Cash got murdered, and Oblock 5 has been indicted on a RICO. So it's very possible that somebody is snitching and somebody's telling somebody knows something, and now the feds picked it up. If it is true that the feds picked it up and they're going after Oblock or OTF in a RICO case, then we know who the main person that they're going after. Yes, Lil Durk. Lil Durk has to, you know, really be careful. He has a case pending. There's a lot of heat going on against his guys, and that heat could fall onto him. Durk been on the internet trolling, saying little subtle things since. It's mainly the people around him that's really going around talking and, you know, doing a lot of trolling when it comes to the murders of FBG Duck, FBG Cash. But Durk himself has been involved in like some of the trolling online himself. So if he don't want to get picked up by the feds, I suggest, like, you know, just lay low. Don't give the feds any more evidence against you. I'm going to try to keep you guys posted with more information coming out in regards to this situation and the FBG Cash murder, whether or not it's been picked up by the feds. There's already a big, long list of suspects, and I'm pretty sure if the connection come back and it is picked up by the feds with Oblock, it is going to be another Oblock or OTF RICO. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that the feds actually did pick this up, or is it just a rumor somebody put around social media that's just circulating? And what do you think? Is there any connection to FBG Duck's murder with this? And do you think that this is going to be a continuation of the RICO or a new RICO that's going to come out? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification.
Roll a ass in a Cuban cigar. I feel like Smirk, piss me off. I want them dead, how much it costs. I feel like Smirk, piss me off. I want them dead, how much it costs.
Niggas, we can merch it.
Niggas on
Niggas.
all options.
Hey, you ain't have your gun for them. You better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
You know that we did it.
Man, I got my gun for Boone. They call him Chief. Man, we should have killed him soon, cause he a thief.
Sure.
They know that we did it.
What folks said.